And if Huff says otherwise, then I suppose we can go from there. But let's go ahead and get game number 1 underway here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris. And Huff offered reroll, so both players agreed to it. So that's good enough for me. That's fine with me. And both players going to kick off with a Tetris here. Off with a nice flat burn with that bar there. A good spin of the J. Both players looking for bars here. Huff for a Tetris, Sodium for a bar to the left. But already starting off with a bit of a drought here. Huff will get the bar over for a Tetris. And Sodium gets the bar over to stabilize the left side here. And we'll get another bar for a Tetris. Simul Tetris for both players. Early lead will be with Sodium on 119, Huff 99. And I mentioned storied history in the beginning, but these two players have quite the storied history with each other. Win-loss record, according to the match database, these players played 7 matches against each other, with 5 of those going as wins to Huff, 2 of them going to wins against for Sodium. So 5 to Huff, 2 to Sodium. And that includes any friendlies, I think, because that's what the match database is currently set to. Lead is with Sodium 191, Huff 178. Sodium's board getting a little bit awkward. Is going to take a double. Could use an L piece. Does get an L piece and going to burn the bar. Burn with the bar flat. Huff is Tetris ready. Nice adjustment with that square for Huff, and we'll get the bar over Tetris for Huff and Tetris for Sodium. No kidding, Vaughn. No kidding. Tetris for Huff, Tetris for Sodium again. Both players only separated by 380 points here. And another Tetris for Sodium. Don't forget, we have one more match after this one completes. That one would be a Division 2 match between Somalian and Hydrant. Two players who absolutely are Div 1 capable, in my humble opinion. And both have proven to be. Ooh, missed drop of that Z piece there for Huff. It's not too high up, so providing he gets some good burns here should be okay. But it will be a bit awkward to deal with, at least for a few lines. The Huff was briefly dirty Tetris ready there, but we'll have to clean up. Sodium with a almost 100,000 point lead, 413 to Huff's 318. Oh, a misflip there of that T piece for Huff, but we'll still get the Tetris. And yeah, Huff not exactly pleased about that double flip there, but should only take a couple burns to get that resolved anyway. Does have the well back open. Yeah, double flips like that aren't fun to watch. I mean, I'm not at that point in rolling where like I'm playing 18 yet, but I know it'll hurt when I get there. That reminds me, I should probably do more practice tomorrow. I'm doing some. I did some level 9 practice a couple days ago, since I am starting to learn how to roll. Kingsman saying the luscious locks of the Huffster will repel over the freshly cut side. Oh yeah, that reminds me and remember. That made me remember how we were waiting on Sodium to get back from his haircut last week. But yeah, it is indeed the battle of hair. But I suppose in kind of polar opposites. Sodium recently cut the hair. Huff, of course, known for his hair. Both players now beyond level 18. Level 20 each. 439 Huff, 636 for Sodium. Sodium's board a bit awkward. Does fill in the bar dependency, but misdrops. Doesn't get the T all the way over. Nice triple. Still has the right side open, but needs a bar. Sodium is fighting to stay alive here. Bar comes a bit late, but still staying alive here. Gonna flat burn with that bar. Gets the bar over to the left-hand side here. 509 Huff, 656 for Sodium. And Sodium still fighting and is starting to gain back control of this board. This is a very nice dig here from Sodium. And gets the well back open. Now just needs the bar. Where is the bar? You need to cap off a dig with a bar. There it is. Tetris or Sodium. That was unbelievable. In that scenario, you have to be perfect with all of your placements. And Sodium was another awkward double flip there for Huff, but does get a Tetris out of it. Sodium 738, Huff 585. Sodium ahead still, even with that dig, is still ahead by close to 5 Tetrises. Sodium is 6 lines ahead. Hangs an L piece. So, oh no, it hangs a bar. Sodium's in trouble. Needs another bar. Now doesn't get it. And Sodium tops out at 748. Huff in a chase down will need 749. Sodium says Division 5B. How long has it been since you watched a Div 5B match, Sodium? That would like 748 is like TNP nap. Come on. I wish I like that. That's not even being like derogatory towards you, Sodium. Like, that is genuinely the state of TNP now. We're getting 700k games there regularly. And even crazier, TNP Silver sees that type of stuff. TNP Silver. We're getting 700, 800s, 900s at sometimes. It's crazy. Huff is on 708. Needs 748. One more Tetris needed. Into 29 now. Huff can just line this out. But isn't getting those 5 taps needed. Does get the 5 tap there with the bar. But Huff just needs to hang in there. 30,000 points away. And not gonna happen. Huff is done at 724. And Sodium will have done enough there. Takes game 1, GG's. Both players are ready to go for game number 2. Let's get this thing underway and count it down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris. S and a Z to start things off. But yeah, I'm not about to fall asleep during a Tetris stream. And Huff will get the first Tetris here. Sodium going to follow suit shortly after. Sodium, Tetris ready again. Huff went early for the tuck there and misdropped that L piece, but we'll still get a Tetris. We're pretty much neck and neck here, 99,000 to 100,000. Sodium just about with the lead. Dirty Tetris for Huff there. And Tetris for Sodium. Tetris again for Sodium. Huff Tetris ready here. And Tetris again for Huff. Both players with a very clean and solid start here so far. And very close as well. 219 for Sodium. But back-to-back Tetris now mean the lead is with Huff by 40,000 points on 262. Sodium with the Vits. That sets up a Tetris, which Sodium will get. Tetris for Sodium. Both players still with clean boards. Sodium's is a bit more flat than Huff's, but Huff's got some very good pieces there to flatten out the board a bit more. We'll get another Tetris here. Sodium also Tetris ready, just waiting patiently for a bar. We'll get it after 15 lines. Tetris for Sodium. Back-to-back Tetrises for Sodium. Takes the lead back. 386, Huff 380. Bit of a high center going on here for Huff. And Sodium's looking for a bar to put down in the center. Gonna take a square. And an S piece. And Sodium getting dreaded again, but we'll take that split triple and only needs a couple more burns to get the well uncovered. Could try to go for a dirty Tetris here. Is gonna go for it and does get it. Dirty Tetris with Sodium, but misflip of that T piece is going to be slightly awkward, but providing Sodium gets the right pieces, should be fine, and it looks like he is. Huff, meanwhile, is Tetris ready and does get a bar. Tetris for Huff takes back the lead, which is going back and forth here between the two players. Hello, Summer. Says good luck, Huff, Sodium, and Adam. Thank you. And I'm sure the players appreciate that as well. It's that time of the game again where I start plugging things, and the first thing I'm going to plug is the Matcherino link. You want to donate to the Division 1 prize pool, you can do so by following that link there. Any and all contributions or passing the word around would be greatly appreciated. We're currently sitting at $300, which will be shared among the best performers from this season in Division 1. Let's see if we can increase that prize pool and make sure that the best of the best this season get a nice piece of the pie. And you can make sure that pie is bigger and better by contributing to the prize pool. 566 for Sodium, 550 for Huff, who's also in level 19 here. There is a Line deficit of 14 in favor of Huff at the moment. And Huff is only a little bit behind, so Huff's pace slightly better than Sodium's here at the moment, but with plenty of Tetris still to play, you never know what can happen. $619, Booyaka Booyaka Sodium, $602 for Huff. Nice dirty Tetris there for Sodium. And another dirty Tetris there. Sodium quite comfortable with setting up from this height. Is going to do it again. And gets it again. Tetris for Sodium. 708 now for Sodium. 616 for Huff. Gets a Tetris. Cole saying, what is this SV stacking? I mean, it's working. Tetris for Huff. And Tetris for Sodium. Another double flip there. It's like every time a T-piece comes for Huff, it just double flips when he absolutely doesn't need it to happen. It shouldn't be too detrimental, but it would be detrimental to the pace slightly, as Sodium now ahead by 100,000 points. Gets another Tetris. Take care, Blue Scooty's grandpa. Hope you have a good time. I hope you have a good rest of your evening there. Yeah, that was heard all around the world, Cole. I can't blame him. Like, he's been having those double flips the entirety of this match so far, and it's gotta be just frustrating when you know that something like that isn't your fault. 744 for Huff, 929 for Sodium. Sodium has 9 lines to go before 29 here, but is ahead by 9 lines over Huff. Sodium could use a bar here. Does get the bar in time. Gets a Tetris. 972 in a kill screen. Gets another Tetris. Max out. A10 in level 29. Huff still has 7 lines to go before 29. Still on the slower speed of 28. Can still get a Tetris here. Sodium now on A63 to Huff's 885. Sodium's ahead by almost 5 Tetrises as Huff goes into 29 now. 924. Sodium not going to get anything to the left. Going to top out at A65. Huff, you're in a chase down. You need A66. 1,066,000. Two Tetrises and change away. Level 31, so has plenty of time to just play it safe, get some doubles, triples. A Tetris would absolutely help. Huff could use a bar in column 3, is gonna take a couple burns. Oh, but hangs an S piece. And Huff hangs the L and is gonna top out at 970. So Sodium hangs on and is gonna take game number 2. GG's. Game 3 in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Well, player's going to kick things off with the Tetris here. Sodium setting up on the left well. Suppose that's probably the way the board blew him. And we'll get another Tetris there. Going to stick on the left for now. Which means we got some Tetris symmetry going on. Huff on the left-hand side, building over to the right well. Sodium building to the left well. Are we not doing phrasing? When am I ever doing phrasing? I just say whatever comes to my head. Sodium's in trouble here. He's gonna need some good pieces. Not getting the most favorable ones for being this high up. And gets the left well Tetris there, Sodium. Very nice dig. Even at 18, stuff like that can be very dangerous. I'm also very tired, Ron, and my ability of saying something witty or a phrase, like a witty phrase, is depleted, to say the least. So if I say something like weird, or if I just like phrase something very strange, that's just my tired brain talking. But I'll be all right. I'm gonna have a nice rest after this. These next two matches are done. Sodium still sticking with the left well here. 242 for Huff, 229 for Sodium. And Sodium does get the square he was looking for. Tetris for Huff. .403 now for Huff. Oh, did I miss a Vitz? Whatever. 403 for Huff, 366 for Sodium. Sodium still continuing with that left well there. It's not that I'm a Vitz hater, I'm just... Sometimes they're just missy, you know? Like, Vitz happens so often at this skill level that a lot of the times the Vitzes just blend together. They coalesce into just being part of the game. Sodium does get another left well Tetris there. That center was getting quite high, so that was pretty risky to pull off here. 474 Huff, 464 for Sodium. Another Tetris here for Sodium. Nice skim there with a J. Both players staying quite strong here. Sodium is about to go to level 19 here. Is ahead by 9 lines and will go in at 540. Huff has 6 lines to go. And will have the higher transition score, 559 for Huff. Just under a Tetris. And Tetris again for Sodium. Tetris for Sodium, Tetris for Huff. Sodium continuing with the left well, committing to it completely. I suppose a good way to practice getting that bar all the way over to the left. With those 5 taps there. Sodium 702, Huff 665. Cole getting frustrated saying, bro, take the one single transfer. But nope, Sodium staying firm. It's worked for him so far. Why would he stop? Huff 699, Sodium 762, a 2 1/4 Tetris gap in favor of Sodium here. Lead stays with him, but now a little bit of cleanup to do, but is getting this board cleaned up very nicely here. Tetris for Sodium, and Huff also going to get a Tetris here. Sodium 806, Huff 787. Tetris for Huff. Lead is going back and forth again. Yeah, I agree with Zempra. I think you're just being #1 professional Sodium hater here, Cole. Also, what happened to the music? There we go. Tetris Sodium, Tetris Huff. Just 5,000 points separating them here right now. This couldn't be any closer. But do keep in mind that Sodium is 12 lines ahead of Huff here. So Huff does have a bit of breathing room here. And the chat is begging for Sodium to transfer the well, but I think the more you beg him, the less likely he's going to do it. Why would he stop? Tetris for Sodium. Because 29 is in 16 lines. Cole saying Sodium level on 29. No balls. Let's see if he takes that up. He's still going. 8 lines to go before 29. And it looks like he's going to have some form of a left well going into 29. He's going for it. Goes into 29 with a B score. Huff is on A60. And Sodium is committing to it. Getting another left well Tetris there. He's not afraid at all. He's still going for it. Needs another bar. Where's the bar? It doesn't arrive. Sodium's going to top out at B40, and Huff immediately overtakes and is going to take game number 3 there. GG's. Still level 30 with a left well all the way. Can't complain too much, I suppose. But Huff stays alive here. Have something to say about it. We'll see. Best luck to both players, and let's count them down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Suppose that's probably the way the board blew him. Sodium setting up a board below him. I forgot what I said, Ron, and now that you sent me that clip, and now I'm reminded of it. Yeah, I mean, but it's true. That's the way that the board went. Could be also be a word there, but you know how they say that, like, that's the way the wind blew them? Same thing, it's just the board. It's not that the... Get your head out of the gutter, Ron. Come on, you know that's not what I meant. 73,000 for Huff, 76 for Sodium. Sodium with a couple of holes on the board. Pretty cheesy, but... $193 Huff, $136 for Sodium. Sodium's looking to try to get column 4 back open here. We'll do so. We'll get a bar for a triple. I mean, didn't we also... I mean, Ron, I think in one of the... what was it in? I can't remember if this was like in Wars or if this was in something else, but we had double D 800B as a seed at one point. Which... absolute, like, history maker, that one. $273 Huff, $202 for Sodium. Huff's board now with a couple holes in the board. Sodium, meanwhile, has a center well Tetris, and we'll get it. Tetris again for Sodium. Zempro, it's 2 a.m., please. It is 2 o'clock in the morning. I did not anticipate that this would be going on this long. Oh, what's going on with Soda? Oh, okay. A couple of misdrops of some S pieces and Z pieces here for Sodium. You forgive. Matrix always sounds funny, even if it's the term for the board. The more you know. Huff is looking to get this well uncovered here. Sodium is not quite Tetris ready. He does have a hole in row 3 there. And bar over Tetris for Huff. Sodium set up 2 from the top. And gets a Tetris here. Sodium has the well uncovered here. So does Huff. Both players now just waiting patiently for a bar here. And Tetris for Sodium. And another Tetris for Sodium. Goes in level 19. 417. Huff 446. So Huff has the higher score into transition here. Hello, Morlando. Welcome in. I don't know either, man. How am I still awake? No idea. This, by all intents and purposes, this probably should have been over by now, but this game may go the distance. We had a game, our first match went the distance. But yeah, I'm still awake, mainly because I'm on evening shifts, and I'll still be getting a full 7-8 hours sleep anyway, so it's fine. Go the distance. Nobody understands phrasing today, apart from, like Ronkly immediately takes my phrasing out of context, and now Morlando, now you too. It's like I have no. It's like the chat has suddenly gone from being under my command to just disappearing. They've revolted against me. Tetris for Sodium, 659 Huff, 594 for Sodium. And Burrito Dad in the chat with a giant hot dog. A gif of a giant hot dog. Thanks for the 30 bits. Much appreciated. Huff's board is clean. Sodium's still got some holes there. Tetris for Huff. Sodium trying to clean this up. Needs a bar down the center. Does get a bar for a triple. And a dirty center well Tetris there for Sodium. 822 for Huff. 695 Sodium. Level 26 for each player here. As Huff gets another Tetris, extends the lead out to almost 5 Tetrises here. Tetris for Sodium and Tetris for Huff. 930 to 741. So Sodium is going to need some big 29 play to try and get this score, get this lead down. As Huff is not stopping here. 967 to 779. And Sodium goes in at 815 to level 29. Huff still has 2 lines to go. Tetris for Sodium. Max out for Huff, AO3 now. Level 28, goes into 29, AO4. And it begins. 146,000 point lead here for Huff. Both players still going strong. Sodium had Tetris readiness at one point there, but now does get the 5 tap for the bar. Gets another bar to column 3. Getting the bar over to the right-hand side now. Sodium is getting this dug down, staying alive, saving this board. Very nicely done for Sodium. Now clean again. Tetris ready, just waiting for a bar here. Both players waiting. Tetris for Sodium, 928, but Huff still holds the lead. A70, level 31 for Huff, level 32 for Sodium. Tetris for Sodium. Huff with an opportunity to take this to game 5 if he can hold on to this lead, but Sodium is starting to catch up now within 100,000 points of that lead as Huff is still cleaning up. Tetris for Sodium now within 66,000. B00 for Huff, A30 for Sodium. Sodium is Tetris ready again, waiting for a bar. A bit of a drought happening here for Sodium. Does get the well back open. Now just waiting for the bar. Tetris for Huff, Tetris for Sodium. B49 to A82. A Tetris and a half separates them. Sodium Tetris ready again, gets a Tetris. Huff is also Tetris ready here. Level 35 to level 36. Sodium is now within a Tetris, takes a Tetris, and it's still going back and forth. CO3 to B75. It's virtually neck and neck. Tetris for Sodium. Now it's just 12,000 points separating these two here. This is unbelievably close. It can't get any closer than this. Sodium is Tetris ready again. Trying to take a real-time lead. Does get the bar for a Tetris, level 38. Huff's losing control. Huff's gonna top out at C22. And Sodium hangs on and is going to take game number 4 with a C81 on level 38. GG's. And that's gonna be Sodium 3, Huff 1. Shame we didn't get to 39 there, but I'm sure Sodium is going to be more than happy with that. What a game that was, and GG's to both of you. And that's not like a bad way or anything, it just... I don't know. 292 for Scooty, 240 for Cobra. Yeah, nice roof burn. I agree. Scooty with a clean board, Cobra with not so much of a clean board, but is low enough to be able to maintain a solid control over the board. Your VODs always get deleted after a week. Highlight them. You should highlight your VODs. I don't highlight my VODs, mainly because I forget to, but I'm going to get in the habit of doing it more. Because if you highlight your VODs, they don't go away. Both players in a bit of a drought here. Cobra's finally going to get a bar for a dirty Tetris. And Scooty's going to get a Tetris as well here. Still leading 365 to Cobra's 300. And one more thing to... Well, two more things to plug. The Match Arena, of course. We're still sitting at $300 on the prize pool for Division 1. If you'd like to contribute and maybe see our best players this season walk away with a nice prize at the end of their hard work and dedication, you can do so by following that link. Let's see if we can get to 350, possibly, or even more. Not only will you be supporting the players, but you'll also have mine and the CTL team's utmost gratitude forever and ever. And one more thing to plug is me. If you enjoy this or want to see more of what I do, you can go to my Twitch channel. I restream most days. If Annie Shark hasn't taken everything by then, I do try to restream every day. Twitch.tv/AdamIrish experience. It's a cool time. It's fun. We do everything. CTL, CTM, TNP, whatever you can think of, I'll restream it at some point. It's utmost. I said utmost. Did I say, did it cut out or something? I said utmost. Both players on level 19, 578 to Cobra's 485. You might have heard like upmost or something. I have no idea, but I have a pop filter for this mic, but it doesn't fit right and keeps falling off. Like I got it to stand earlier today and then it fell off when I was testing it. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe you need to get your ears cleaned, Short Sword. Cobra's quite high up on the board. Doesn't get the bar over, and that's gonna be it. Just like that, Cobra's done at 537, and Scooty is gonna take game 1. GG's. So let's get game 2 underway. Scooty with a 1-0 lead. Can Cobra respond? Let's see. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris. What's M again? I think it's Mike? Pretty sure it's Mike in NATO alphabet. Almost certain. I mean, I had to learn the full NATO alphabet for my job. But I think it's Mike. Let's see, Alpha Bravo Charlie Delta Echo Foxtrot Golf Hotel India Juliet. I'm not gonna name the whole NATO alphabet off here. I'd be sounding like some like recruiter or whatever. Unless chat wants me to. But I'd rather commentate at first. 114 for Scooty. Perfect start after 5 Tetris's Cobra 94. Q is Quebec. Oh, and Cobra's capture is frozen here. M is for military. Oh, now the capture's back. Welcome back, capture. Good to see you. Hashtag Cobra things. True. Yeah, no, M is for Mike, Bird Up, in the NATO alphabet. But, bit of a square burst here for Cobra. Does get a Tetris, though. Scooty is doing some cleanup. He is for Tetris. I agree. Like, imagine, like, being in the military and, like, you're, like, giving out orders, like, Tetris Lima Alpha! Boom! Tetris. Vince hike. As a WWE fan, the only ones I know are Sierra, Hotel, India, Echo, Lima, Delta, Shield. Those times. That was a fun, but also not fun time to be a WWE fan. Like the whole Shield thing, but I will say, like, I have good memories from, like, that era of WWE. It's for friends who do stuff together. U is for you and me. F is for respect. That's true as well. That is also true as well, Annie Shark. I'm not sure if Scooty is singing the fun song or not. He's singing something. But yeah, SpongeBob music is a banger. So many classics. 358 for Scooty, 397 for Cobra. Scooty's gonna get a Tetris there. It's for the grade I give my stacking. No, literally me. Same here, Ron. Scooty's generation had the fun song. No, Somalian, you're making me feel so old. Stop. Like saying, oh, their generation had a song that I also grew up with. Like, no. You cannot make me feel that old, Somalian. I don't allow you to do that. Yeah, he's saying, like, I can read. 498 for Scooty, 453 for Cobra. If anything, SpongeBob is millennial coded. Gen Z as well. Like, I grew up with SpongeBob. Like, yeah, I'm not exactly, like, as young as half of the people in this community. Like, I'm 21, but I grew up with SpongeBob. I love SpongeBob. Classic SpongeBob is, like, my favorite, like, cartoons and, like, TV shows, period. But I suppose, like, the original run, like, of SpongeBob, in terms of, like, watching it for the first time, yeah, I'd say that's millennial, because that was, like, late 90s, early 2000s. 21 years old. No, I'm not an unk yet, Stolen Short Sword. Not yet. I'm not unk. 615 for Blue Scooty. And Cobra has one more Tetris in the chamber before 19. Tetris for Scooty. And another Tetris for Scooty. Cobra goes in at 616. So only 1,000 points separate these two's transition score into 19, which indicates to us that even though Scooty's ahead by 2 Tetris, this is an incredibly close game. I'm not young like you guys, says the 21. But no, but Nels, you have to understand, like, this community, like, there's, like, I can't remember who said it. Like, in this community, you're either 10, you're 20, or you're 50. There's no in between. Yeah, that was the same here, Hydrant. That was how I grew up. Like, their peak years in terms of, like, the quality of, like, those TV shows and, like, oh no, Cobra suddenly tops out at 677, and Scooty 762 is gonna take game number 2 here, and now Scooty's at match point. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Wait, you don't have those, do you? No. Well, we